this video, I'm not gonna say, oh guys, don't cheat on them, that's not right, or guys, don't lie to them, that doesn't build a good relationship. Guys, what are we, 5? No! Here, we're coming into more on a deeper level and thinking out of the box instead of inside the box. Get out of the box. Hello everyone, it's Top Pop Pom here, and today I'm talking to you about literally what you should never do in a relationship. I'm starting this video off with never stay once they keep lying to you. And I say keep lying to you because if they lie to you once, if it's big, if it's small, work it out. If you're seeing a pattern that they're starting to keep lying to you, leave. The more they lie to you, the more scared and the more lying they're gonna do. I accidentally lied to her, oh my gosh. Oh, we're going on a diet together and I ate chicken nuggets. He's gonna lie that he didn't eat those, let's say, chicken nuggets and whatnot. So they're gonna keep worrying that if you find out that they ate this, they're gonna lie to you so you don't find out, so that you leave them because they ate some chicken nuggets. If they lie to you twice, they're gonna keep lying to you. This kind of leads me to my next point, which is forgiving too soon once they cheat on you. I'm saying too soon because until you know what it's like to really truly love someone and they cheat on you, to just go like, no, I'm leaving you. It's so hard to do that because you want this person so badly in your life. It's so confusing. You just don't know where you're going. I feel like there's two ways people go about it. One is they up and leave and hate that person for the rest of their life. And then two, the other person forgives them way too soon and thinks that it's the person that they had an affair with fault. How does that make any sense? You can't just, hug it out, but like, you could. But this, you just can't. Talk it out. Maybe take like a short break. Without a doubt, if they cheat on you, your partner is gonna say, they meant nothing to me. Don't worry, I want you instead. That was nothing. I swear, they're gonna say that. And if they don't, I literally don't know. The third thing is don't ever cut communication off. So if something happens, even if something doesn't happen, but let's say something happens, don't just cut them off and push them to the side and do your own thing. They're gonna be in the dark being like, excuse me, what's going on? Help! Where'd you go? You are going to hear this non-stop, but relationship, the key to it is communication. If you guys got in a fight, it's really, really fine to have, like a little quick breather. For some people, they have to bring their closure to each other and work it out together. Some people just gotta cool off for like, let's say, half a day. Do not go longer than half a day because someone's gonna feel really, really uncomfortable and bad and feel like your relationship is dying. Don't just throw them to the side because that makes them feel like trash. The next is to give them all of your attention. Attention in a relationship is very good, but all of it is way too much. Do not give it to them. You will lose friends. Trust me, if you ask anyone in a relationship, it's like, stay close to your friends and don't give it all to your person. 14 was my first relationship. My grades went down to C. But once I dumped him, I was back to an A and B student. Later on, I got into another relationship, which was the same person. And my grades literally went from here to there. No joke. This last year, after I dumped this person, or they dumped me, I don't remember what happened, but my grades skyrocketed. You will lose friends. Your grades will drop. If your grades are low, your grades will go under and you will fail. Your hobbies will get pushed to the side and you won't ever do it. You'll just become them. And then once you just become them and all you think about is them, you become clingy and just wanting them. If you get clingy, they're gonna wanna pull away because the more you wanna grab and pull them in, the more they're gonna push away, and then that ends up to them just not wanting to be in a relationship with you, and then they will break up with you, and then you will be sad because you gave all your attention to them and your relationship instead of yourself a bit, some of your friends, some of your homework if you have it, and some of your hobbies, maybe even your job. For this next one, I do not care what the excuse is. I don't care if it's your partner is in a financial situation, if they have to pay their rent. I think you now know where this is going. But never, ever lend your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever you call their friend money. Ever. Don't lend them money until y'all are married. No joke, guys, because then you are actually legally attached to each other, legally by the government, in paper and writing. In dating, that person could literally kick you out of their life, and they could go to Mexico and be like, bye girl. I did it myself. I lent my boyfriend, my ex now, I lent him money so he could buy supplies to go to work because he was just doing forestry contracting, so he needed boots and he needed some food for his month or half a month he was staying in the bush. So that's what I lent him money on. I also gave him money so he could get his license back because a year before that, he got in a car crash and he could not get his actual driver's license until he paid that off. So that's also something I gave him money to do. You know, the simple stuff that actually seems like realistic stuff. Why I did this is because we were living together, neither of us wanted to break up, we were close, we had our life planned. After I graduate, I would just be free, and then we could go live off somewhere. I'd get my dream job, he would do whatever he did, and then that's it. But no, the freaking dude, he cheated on me, and then he left me for drugs. In the end, I'm left with this freaking huge hole in my financial pocket that I literally cannot go and get this education that can lead me to one of the jobs I've been really wanting for a long time. I can't afford the freaking education to get my freaking real estate license to become a real estate person. I can't do that because I lent this dude money. Do not lend your partner money at all. Don't. This sounds just so crazy, but it's true. Do not lend them money. Ever. It'll be upfront at first because if you don't realize that person hates dogs and you love dogs, you should have got rid of that person before you started really feeling for this person. Don't be that first person on a date. Be like, God, okay, I'm planning out my day. I want 3 kids. I want 2 dogs. I want to live in downtown Montreal. That's what I want to do. Do you want to do that? And they're gonna be like, crazy. So plan for the future. Date for marriage. Okay, I've said a lot of things about marriage and whatever, and how you should only do this and this until you're married. That's not coming from a religious perspective. And that's not being like, only give your V card until you're married. They only say that is because then they know that person is going to stay with you. Marriage really means that person is legally going to stay with you until they want a divorce. If they want a divorce or if they die. The word marriage means that they're going to stay with you. I'm not saying you can't do this until you're married. You can totally do all of these before you're married. You can. It's just the word marriage, once you're married and legally, government officially married, that means that person is legally going to stay with you, and they have made the commitment to actually stay with you in a legally file. It's just meaning commitment, and you're going to stay there for long term because that's what marriage is. That, okay, really leads me into never expect the person to change. If that person hates dogs, they're not gonna want a dog. Baby, you're like, it's okay, they can change. No. Why don't you change? Exactly. If you love dogs so much, and you expect them to change to like dogs, That's like expecting them to think you're gonna change that you don't want dogs. If you're so set in stone about wanting and getting a dog, and they're not, neither of you guys are gonna change. That's how divorces happen. You're dating to find your soulmate. You're not dating to find some dude you can change so then he can be your soulmate and be like the greatest new Edward from Twilight. That's not gonna happen. You gotta find the person that at first is who you're looking for. Love them for who they are. Come on, guys. And might as well get the heartbreak, get the pain, get them moving on quicker right now, so kick them out. Quick tip for you newbies. It is not that easy. If you don't really like them, it's really easy to kick them out of your life, and it feels so relieving. Emotions. Don't lower your standards. You cannot have Edward from Twilight, who's a sparkling vampire, who's super hot, and oh my gosh, those boobies. That's once you lower your standards. If you really, really like Edward's personality on how he treats Bella, then look for that in a guy. The only question I have is, why does Edward literally have like the reddest lips ever? Great, and now my bangs are attaching themselves to each other. Wow, needy. You are worth a lot. Make sure a guy gives you more than what you're worth. Do not think that you are worth trash, because trash is still expensive to take to the dump. So guess what? You're still expensive. My goodness, people are so dumb lately. Don't date just to date. Don't be in a relationship just to be in a relationship. It's like, why? 98% of high school relationships ended never marriage. Oh, but I have a grandma and my auntie. They were high school sweethearts. Yeah, that happens. That does happen. 2%, guys. 2%. Don't be ashamed to break up with someone. Don't ever be ashamed to do that. Don't feel like, oh, I couldn't get this relationship to work. I just couldn't. That's okay. It wasn't meant to work. I'm gonna share another tip, a little quick tip. Dating is for finding people that you aren't gonna marry. Anyway, enough with this really, really sad, never do this, never do that. You can do whatever you want. These are really just tips on my experience and what I would really want to share to the world. That's why this is like such a random video on my channel. Do what makes you happy, but make sure you think long term and not short term. If you definitely do not want to see another one of these videos, well, tell me in the comments. Be like, Tom, shush. That's it for me, so you can rate this however you like, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of me and other people. Okay, ciao. You know what, in this video I really feel like I'm really pinpointing to one person. I'm really not, but it's coming across that way. It's fine. I know you won't see this.